if you are the Cavs to steal game one. You've got the chance for it. If you can steal game one, then by God, you better do it. And with that, look, Cleveland's up right now by 9 with 4:43 to go in, or check that, they're up by 11 with 4:14 to go in the third. And New York is not playing good defense. Look, they've gotten away from the Thibodeau defense here in this game. And I don't know why. I'll be honest. I don't know why. And I don't know if that was something that Mike Brown thought to himself, okay, you know what? We've got some time off. Let's work on our defensive rotation, so on and so forth. It's not working. They need to go back to what was working for them, and that was the Thibodeau defense. This defense that they're playing tonight is not any. It bears no resemblance to the defense of the Thibodeau Knicks. And again, honestly, to me, it feels like it is absolutely imperative that they get back to that. Because if they don't, look, Cleveland is going to out-hustle them. Cleveland is going to do just what James Harden did right there. Drive straight down the lane. Nobody's helping out. And consequently, in relation to that, they're not respecting James Harden and his game, and they're allowing him to just drive down. If you're the Knicks right now, you can't let this lead get any bigger. You just can't. If you want any shot of winning game one, look, you've got to rotate over. This is all Mike Brown defense right here. And I'm sorry to say that, but this is not the Tom Thibodeau defense that we're accustomed to. It's just not. So looking again at the box scores here, it's plain to see that, Mitchell's been good. Harden has been okay. 9 points in 25 minutes, 4 of 8. Mobley's got 12. He's 5 of 9 with 8 rebounds. Allen's got 6 boards, 8 points. Wade, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Again, Merrill is 3 of 6 from the field with 9. That's all that they're playing on that bench. Kenny Atkinson is gonna roll with what he's got. Kenny is going to roll with what he's got. You look at the Knicks, OG Anunoby, not a good night. 3 points, 21 minutes. Karl Anthony Towns, not a good night. 9 points, 23 minutes. Josh Hart, 13 points in 12 minutes. Mikal Bridges, 12 points, 27 minutes. Jalen Brunson, 15 points in 28 minutes. Their bench, not doing anything either. Robinson with 2, Clarkson with 3, Shamet with 0, Alvarado with 4, McBride 0. It's not a good. That's not a good night for the Knicks. And the other part of this too, and I'm gonna tell you right here and now, okay? The Cavs have 17 turnovers. The Knicks have 17 turnovers. 4 of the 17 turnovers, and the most on the Cavs are by whom? James Harden. Which is what we've talked about. If you look at the Knicks, quite honestly, Karl Anthony Towns has 4. So those right there, that tells me that Cat is not playing well. Harden is not playing well. Merrill for the 3. Got it. Oh, my. What a shot by Sam Merrill. It's a 14-point lead. It is a 14-point lead. And look, let's not tiptoe around this, okay? Mike Brown is in jeopardy of getting fired. Still. If the Knicks aren't happy with how they perform, if the front office isn't happy with how he performs tonight or how they perform in this series, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well for him. And the fact that the fact that you have this type of defensive letdown by the Knicks after they played so well the last, however many days ago it was. The fact that, New York is rusty, no question about it. New York is absolutely rusty. And Cleveland is coming off, even though they played Game 7, they were able to not exert as much energy. I mean, look at that. There is no help defense at all. That was just a bad miss. Unlucky bounce. Brunson can't hit anything. And then there's a foul on Anunoby. Again, though, I'm telling you, or Robinson, excuse me. I have a feeling that the Knicks need to put back in play the Thibodeau defense. And look, they're rusty. We talked about this on Sunday night. Remember, if you were with us Sunday, you know the fact that they are coming off a long layoff. They're rusty. They've got to get their sea legs back. Now, look, this is not a bad foul. Not a bad foul here on Robinson, who can't make free throws. So I know that everybody wants to anoint the Knicks as, the East favorite. And look, I'm the same way. But they still have to get by a Cleveland team that right now is playing with a lot of confidence. Oh, my God. You have got to hit your free throws. I want to look at the stats on the free throws tonight because I guarantee you Cleveland is out shooting them at the free throw line. I will guarantee it. Free throw, the Knicks are 10 of 14. It's not bad. 9 of 12. So the Cavs are out shooting them 75 to 71. But again, look, I'm just telling you like it is. From my perspective here in the last row, look, this is real talk, man. The Knicks are rusty. The Knicks are absolutely rusty. And the fact that they're not imploring that defense by Tom Thibodeau, look, I don't care how good of a regular season Mike Brown had. I don't care. Right now, somebody in that locker room, whether it's Jalen Brunson, who's the leader, Karl Anthony Towns, who's playing not well, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, whomever it is, Mike Brown, I don't care. They need to absolutely step in and say, you know what, Coach, your defense, we can implement that next, in the offseason. We've got to get this right. We've got to get the defense right. And if they don't, this season isn't going to end well. This series won't end well, and it's going to be really, really bad. The third quarter, look, Cleveland shot the lights out. 12 of 21, 4 of 11, only 3 turnovers. The Knicks, 5 of 14. And Cleveland looks like, and look, you can call me crazy, and I'm not in Cleveland, so I can't tell you if they flew back to Cleveland or if they went directly to New York. My guess or my thought would be they went directly to New York, and they had practice yesterday, and at that practice, I bet you anything it was a light practice, and they worked on free throw shooting. And if that's the case, which I'm sure it is, the fact is that they are right now outplaying the Knicks. And Kenny Atkinson is out coaching Mike Brown, which says something. Donovan Mitchell playing bad. I mean, look, that's goaltending. I mean, that's just bad rotational help defense by Mitchell. Mitchell has to get over there before that. And I know everybody likes Mitchell and his game and what they've got, but look, and Cleveland's imploring the hack-a-shack. Cleveland's imploring the hack-a-shack where they put him in the line and they say, you know what? You got to make your free throws, son. We're gonna make you hit your free throws, and we're going to extend our lead every time you miss them. And that's what's happening. First one up, he misses it. And if I'm Mike Brown, why the hell is Robinson in there right now? You're feeding into what the Cavs are doing. Well, it's on purpose, though. That's the fact here. That's the fact. It's on purpose that they're fouling. The Knicks are leaving Robinson in there, and it's completely derailing the Knicks' game plan, and Mike Brown doesn't know how to adjust. I mean, this is ridiculous. Robinson should not be in there at this point. Another three from Cleveland, missed badly off the outside of the glass. Brunson running, has a man in the lane, shoots it up and gets it. 13-point lead. Look, if New York could go on a run here, if New York could go on a little run and get some defensive stops and get this within, 10, that would be beneficial. I know, Kevin. I know it's not. I know he's not going to yank him out. I know he's not going to do that. But quite honestly, they need to. Look, Robinson needs to get out of there right now. If I'm Mike Brown, I'm getting him the hell out of the game. He does absolutely nothing. He does absolutely nothing for me. And honestly, you know who we need in here right now is Monty. Because Monty would tell me if I'm right or wrong in this regard. Yeah, he just does cardio. Pretty much. I mean, it's a 14-point, going to be a 15-point lead here in a minute. And again, in this instance here, look at it. Watch. Robinson is still in the game. Are they going to foul right away? No, they're going to let it play out. But what they were doing previously was they were fouling, and there it is. There's the foul right away on Robinson. It's a smart game plan that Mike Brown is not reacting to. I mean, okay, I'm asking a question here, and I'm not a knowledgeable Knicks fan, okay? Look, Robinson at this point in time, what is he bringing? He's got 4 points. He's 2 of 8 from the free throw line. That's what I said. They're treating him like a hack-a-shack, and that's what they're doing. Karl-Anthony Towns, well, I get he hasn't done much. He's only got 2 fouls. He at least gives you something better in the paint. Now watch. Are they going to foul him again? I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, it's worked. It's worked every time down the floor. I mean, this is as much right now on Mike Brown as anybody. I mean, this is pathetic. This is a coach not adjusting. You're not recognizing, and maybe he is, and maybe he's saying, look, with Karl-Anthony Towns out there, we were a minus 13. Okay? Well, with Mitchell Robinson right now, you're a minus 5. Okay? So, with that being said, he's playing the analytics side of it. The problem with the analytics side is that you're losing by double digits. And you're not hitting free throws, and you're you're down 15. And quite honestly, one of your bigs that shouldn't be out there, I mean, let's call it what it is here. And there, they finally get him out. I mean, they finally get him out. And look, he's logged good minutes to get Cat a rest, but no offense, Karl Anthony Towns doesn't need a rest. He's not had that strenuous of a night. I'm sorry. And just another careless turnover by the Knicks. I mean, Cleveland has got an opportunity here. I mean, they can get 2 for 1. And they can make this hurt really, really bad. Jeff, if Oklahoma City can't find an answer to Wembanyama, then yeah, I agree with you. But the other part of Oklahoma City is they've got to figure out. I mean, look at no help defense there. Finally, there was some help, but they leave Mitchell open for 3, misses it. Anthony Towns was looking for the outlet pass. He was absolutely looking for the outlet there. I'm just telling you right here and now. Mike Brown, this needs to be addressed. If I'm a Knicks fan, has to be addressed. Jeff, thank you so much for the rose. Appreciate you. It's got to get addressed. It absolutely has to get addressed. And I'm not a Knicks guy. I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm not a Cavs fan. I don't care who wins the series. Okay, my team didn't even make the playoffs, the Bulls. Okay? But again, the fact that Mike Brown, whose job is not secure, let's be honest here. The job is not secure. I mean, they're not making their. They look like Cleveland did at the free throw line on Sunday night. That's what it looks like to me. Brunson, they're free throws this quarter, they're 8 of 17. Look. They've got to go on like a 12-0 run. They've got to change their defensive strategy in the fourth quarter. They have to. And the way I'll equate this, for those of you that are old enough, if you ever saw the Rocky Balboa or the Rocky movies, right? Late in the fight, Rocky, whether it was Mickey, Harden for the 3, nope, rebound. All right, 14-point lead. Harden knows he missed that one too. Harden knows it because that would have put him up 17. But the fact right here, I equate it to the Rocky in the fourth or in the later rounds of the Rocky movies. Mickey or Apollo or Duke would tell him, go to the left, right? Go to what works. They're not expecting this. Go to it. This is the time that you put the Thibodeau defense in. You have to if you're in New York. If you want to keep home court and win game 1, you have to. Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate the love. Thank you. Make sure you guys are sharing the live too, by the way. Greatly appreciate it. Jeff, obviously you're a Spurs fan, obviously. Look, in that series with Oklahoma City, I will say this. Oklahoma City has to make an adjustment. I don't care how you have to defend Wembanyama, but you do not let him beat you. You cannot let him beat you. And if they do, it's you tip your cap. Yeah, they looked all right, they've got a commercial for the what is it? Is it a Hyundai? No, Toyota. Anyway, I thought it was a Subaru. Anyway, they looked like Detroit did on Sunday night. They looked like TikToker, and you're right, you're not wrong. They looked exactly like Detroit did when they got punched in the mouth. and they didn't know what hit him. And in this instance here, the Knicks are the same way right now. The Knicks are completely helpless right now. I mean, that collapsing defense completely gets away from the Thibodeau methodology of of defense. You got to rotate over. You can't leave your man. And that's exactly what's happening here. It's exactly what's happening. And yeah, Harden not having a good night. But you know what? When you've got Donovan Mitchell with 9, when you got Merrill with 12, or excuse me, when you got Donovan Mitchell with 26 points in 25 minutes, when you've got Mobley with 12 points, when you've got Merrill with 12. Look, that's all you need. That's all you need. And again, quite honestly, it's a shocker to me that you've got a number of different players stepping up tonight to absolutely, to absolutely help the team out. And again, with all of this happening, it is just absolutely incredible to see this team, this Knicks team, as deflated as they are right now. I mean, they are absolutely deflated. And quite honestly, look, I don't know if the Knicks are going to bounce back from this type of a loss. I mean, look, Cleveland has shown you what they're going to do. If Josh Hart is in that game, that's a traveling violation on Cat. That's just a bad turnover. That is just a bad turnover. Mike Brown looking up at the scoreboard looks like he's about to sneeze. I mean, this is just bad. It's just bad basketball by the Knicks. Let's just call it what it is. And James Harden in the first half, didn't do much. And he's still not doing much. But give credit to the Cavs, man. They came out here tonight and they are punching the Knicks right in the mouth. And that's exactly what you have to do in game one if you're the road team. Harden's got a chance now to get into double figures here at the line. But I'm not. Again, it's game one. It's very easy to overreact here in game one. And to say, oh, well, this is going to be a sweep by Cleveland, I wouldn't go that far. At the same point in time, Cleveland's telling you right here and now, Mike Brown, anytime Robinson's in the game, we're hack-a-shack. If we're over the limit, we're going to hack-a-shack. Okay? In this instance, because we know we can get multiple possessions out of that. And that's very true, TikToker. You're right. You're so right in that regard. Harden with a bad outlet pass to Merrill gets it back. Oh, Harden had a guy coming right down the lane and just put it on the ground first and made a stupid turnover. I mean, it's just bad. It's just bad defense or bad offense by Harden. Oh, and that's so frustrating. I mean, Bippen, you've seen it all season long with Harden, where he has been a turnover machine. And it's really scary to think that he is. Now, look, I don't mind that shot from Cat, from Karl Anthony Towns. I don't mind that shot if I'm the Knicks. He's being aggressive. I want that. I want aggressive. If he doesn't make it, fine, but at least it's putting something in the Knicks' mind that Anthony Towns is going to do whatever he can to get to the line, and to get points in the paint. Now look, they had him They had him sprinting down, and they don't get him the ball. Now, how does Karl Anthony Towns not grab that rebound? So at the same point in time as I praise him, I've got to ask this question. How the hell is he not getting that rebound when he's got guards around him? That's where the element of him playing soft comes in. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to hear from our friends over at I Know a Guy Remodeling, and then we are going to come back. We're going to react to this game here with 9:59 to go. Currently, the Knicks up 85-69. We'll be back here in just a few minutes on the Last Row Podcast. Stay with us. Game number 7. That is what this time of year is all about. The NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs, everything is on the line. No second chances. No tomorrow. And when it comes to your home, why would you treat it any differently? That's why I trust I Know a Guy Remodeling, because they bring that Game 7 mentality to every single project. We're talking attention to detail, showing up on time, delivering results when it matters most in the fourth quarter. This isn't some regular season effort. It's championship level remodeling. So if you've been putting off that project, your kitchen, your bathroom, the basement remodel, now is the time to go all in. Because when the stakes are high, you don't want average. You want clutch. Check out a link to their Facebook page on our website, www.lastrowpodcast.com. Because everybody deserves to know a guy. And now you do. I Know a Guy Remodeling. All right, welcome back to the Last Row Podcast. Other NBA news that we're going to talk about here tonight, and to be honest, I want people's reactions in the chat. Jason Kidd getting fired by Dallas. It's not a shock now that they have a new team president. Not a shock to me. But I guess what surprises me about it all is that, Jason Kidd was not a bad coach for them. So give me your reactions in the chat about Jason Kidd getting let go. Big three and a foul. Count it. Or to quote the great Marv Albert, yes, and it counts. And I know it's a god-awful Marv Albert, but it's a staple of my childhood. Mobley with a big block right there. Beautiful play. Wade steps up. But the Jason Kidd firing, when they brought in the new team president, Masuri, which is a fantastic hire. There's no question, and I agree with you, Reagan. The fact is he was going to bring in his own guy, and there's no question about that. Karl Anthony Towns is so soft. My God, man. And then he's slow getting back on defense. Bench his ass. I'm sorry. Bench him. This is pathetic. Brunson's got to take that. Brunson's got to take that in. I know he's trying to set up his other teammates. He's got to take that in. He's got to take it in himself. Ugh. This is awful. Towns not hustling back. That's on him. And Spider-Man's hitting. Spider-Man is hitting. So, look, Karl Anthony, I'm telling you guys, there is going to be a reckoning in New York if they lose this series. I'm telling you right here and now. Because of the fact that Mike Brown not utilizing the Thibodeau defense here in this game one. I guarantee you if they were playing the Thibodeau defense, it wouldn't be bad. This game would be much closer. I think the Knicks would probably be in the lead, to be honest with you. But the fact that they are just not imploring that right now, that's on Mike Brown. And the fact that Mike Brown didn't stop the bleeding when Mitchell Robinson was in the game with the hack-a-Mitch or whack-a-Mitch, whatever you want to call it. The fact that that he didn't recognize that and kept him in there, and maybe that's the reason why Karl Anthony Towns was out. That should be a charge, and it is. That's a good call against Mobley. It's a good call. Yeah, Brown has been using them, except not tonight. Which makes me wonder if during that long layoff, Reagan, if during that long layoff, he said, all right, look, let's get back to some of our own defensive, my defensive, sets. Because this is not the same Knicks defense at all. There's a big three. There's a big three for New York. I mean, look, I'm not saying I know that for a fact, but it's pretty damn apparent that the defensive rotations that they've got right now aren't working. Now there's a turnover. So now maybe they're going to start to step up a little bit. I mean, if they go on a 12-0 run here in, 2 minutes, okay, then you've got something here. But I mean, look, they're not shooting the ball well tonight. They're showing it right now on ESPN. They're not shooting the ball well at all. I just think that overall, yeah, it's a game of runs, but I mean, honestly, you've got to stick with what brought you to the dance. You have to at this point. You got to stick with what works. And I don't believe that Mike Brown's defense is better than Tom Thibodeau's. I just don't. Nor do I think his offensive sets are better. No, they don't. You're right, Pick. They don't. The other part of it is, though, is that Karl Anthony Towns has to play like an older Victor Wembanyama in the sense of, look, you got to be aggressive. We pissed and moaned last night about Wembanyama shoulder blocking Alex Caruso. But you know what? It sends a message to the Spurs that, look, you might be able to body me up, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to body you back. And that at least sends a message. Karl Anthony Towns needs to do that here against Cleveland. I mean, I'm sorry. If it's Jarrett Allen versus Karl Anthony Towns, I mean, it's probably a 50-50 toss-up the way Karl Anthony Towns is playing. Karl Anthony Towns needs to be Karl Anthony Towns. And I don't know if he has that dog in him anymore at all, if he ever had it. But based on his stat line tonight, it ain't there. It sure as hell isn't there. I mean, again, he's got 11 points, 10 rebounds, 6 turnovers. Well, and Pick, that's what we were talking about. Mike Brown didn't adjust to that fast enough, to the whack-a-Mitch. He did not adjust to that and make the in-game adjustment. I mean, they did that, 6 straight possessions? So you figure if they get a 2, that's 12 extra points right there when you're maybe getting 1. So you're on an 11-1 run without hardly wasting any time. I mean, it's a brilliant idea by Kenny Atkinson. But again, it's not a smart idea. It's not a smart idea when you can't, when you leave him in there and you don't do what you need to do. And it's just a bad decision by Mike Brown. And you're right, leaving Robinson in there, with him, with the Whack-A-Mitch idea, you gotta put him on the bench. You don't have an option. I mean, you're going to have to go with a smaller lineup, which then favors Cleveland because you don't have anybody that can guard Allen. I mean, Karl-Anthony Towns, go up strong and slam that damn ball. I mean, I get the pretty reverse lay-in and everything, but you know what? Go up and throw it down with authority, damn it. Show them that you're not going to take this anymore. Don't be passive on a layup. Get aggressive. And then he whines about not getting a call. Well, the reason why you're not getting a call is because you're taking an incredibly difficult shot that if you miss it, you have nobody to blame. And then there's James Harden doing what James Harden does. High screen, Brunson ignores it, gets it up and in. Now you're down to a 13-point game with 5:40 to go. You got to get defensive stops here, though. Got to get defensive stops. Bippen, I get it. I mean, look, both of these coaches are on the hot seat. Both of them are. So they're both coaching for their futures. They're both coaching for their future. And putting Harden at the line is like putting Robinson on the line right now. So now if you're New York, you got to make him pay. You got to make the Cavs pay for this. So he gets 1 of 2. Now they're putting weight on Brunson, which is a mismatch. Same with James Harden on him. I mean, that's a win every time for Brunson. That's a win every time. So now you got it down to 12. Nobody's picking Harden up. But I mean, look, Reagan, we talked about it. A 12-0 run in the last two. That's what they've essentially done, 11-1. Now there's a foul. There's a foul on, is that OG Anunoby, I believe? Or is that Hart? That's neither, Brian. No, I think that's Hart. No, that's Anunoby. I'm sorry, Anunoby. And pressure, listen. Bippen, I know you're frustrated, but pressure builds in these moments. The Knicks got to get stops, though. The Knicks have got to continue to get stops on the defensive end. And that's where utilizing Thibodeau's defense now is critical. Now an 0 for 2 spot there, that's big. Now Brunson's got to get them in the offense. Brunson has to get them into the offense quick. You can ill afford to take a lot of time off the clock. But now look, it's a 10-point game, a 13-1 run, Reagan. We talked about it. It's a game of runs, right? And now you're seeing them get a lot more aggressive on defense. They're fighting through the screens. They've got good help defense here. Mobley against Cat. Cat with a good job in the post there. And Mobley lost his shoe. Harden, iso ball, 3, aired it. If they can get this down to single digits, we got a game. Ben Stiller with his wife, Christina Taylor, formerly from the TV show Hey Dude, back when I was a kid. Or Christine Taylor. I think I said Christina. Where's Merrill? Not on the floor. I know it is. I know it is, Reagan. Brunson up and in. It's single points, single digits. Now, look, if I'm the Knicks, I'm sprinting my ass back right now because I don't want Mitchell getting ahead of steam. Good help defense there by Cat. Mitchell, step back three. Go in and out. Can't fault him on that. Look, you can't you can't fault him for that. They've gone cold, and the Knicks have stepped up defensively. And it looks to me like they're Brunson. Oh, a heat check. He got it. Oh, my. And the Garden is alive. Wow. There's Latrell Sprewell. Timothy Chalamet. An 18-1 run. Reagan, you and I called it. You and I said it's a game of runs. They had to go on a run, and they have. 18-1 over the last 4 minutes. My goodness. Now look, it's great that it's great for New York that it's happening right now. The issue is can you clearly continue this pace here in the fourth? And right now, all the momentum is on New York's side. If Cleveland chokes this away, oh my God. People are going to say, what happened to the offense? Why did you go to ISO? Which is what James Harden does in these type of situations. Look, this is not James Harden's Cleveland Cavs, right? He thinks it is, but it's not. And the fact that Harden is a turnover machine waiting to happen, we've talked about it here all night, whether it was on the pre-show or now. But James Harden, Harden's got 5 turnovers himself. Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks has 6. But all of a sudden, Brunson has come alive. He's got 34 points in 38 minutes. He's only 1 of 6 from the 3. Hart is only 1 of 5. Now, the guy that hasn't played well tonight is Anunoby. They've gotten no help from the bench. Demetrius, look, Harden hadn't had it in a while. Let's be honest here. He had 2 good games last series, but otherwise, he's been struggling. And look, a shooter's going to shoot. There's no question. Shooters are always going to shoot. But realistically here, look, the Cavs are shooting 43%. The Knicks right now are shooting 45%. The Knicks are 6 of 26 from the three-point stripe. Cleveland is 14 of 41. So, again, ISO ball is not going to... Look, I know you want to hit the dagger 3. I get that. But in this type of a game, you can't do that. You can do that when you're up 15 with a minute to go. That's one thing. You can't do that when you're nursing a lead. It's like going into a 4-minute offense in the NFL when you've got a 10-point lead with 10 minutes to go in the game, right? It doesn't work. You still have to run your offense. You still have to run your passing plays, right? In this instance here, the Knicks did not play and did not utilize the Thibodeau defense the first 3.5 quarters. Right around the 6-minute mark, you saw them start to stop doubling guys with the ball, playing more man, and then getting help defense to the various areas that need it. That's what's ignited this 18-1 run over the last 4 minutes. And it's worked. Look, Jalen Brunson has been the reason offensively. This is going to be a fun one down here over the last over the next 250 to go. Merrill with it. Out to Mobley for three. And he hits it. Oh, my. Big shot there by Mobley. Oh, I think so. I think so, Evan. Absolutely. Anunoby with a clean drive in the lane gets fouled hard by Allen. No intent on that, obviously. Just went up in the air and came down. Sorry, Reagan. I'll try not to spoil it for you. For once, I'm ahead. Knicks still have to play defense. It's not set in stone yet. Misses the second. Got to hit your free throws. Oh, they're calling a foul. They're calling a foul on Cleveland. Oh, my. Kenny Atkinson right there looked like Jim Carrey. Let's see what the foul is. Oh, he pushed him. Brunson's got it. Swinging it around, looking for the open man. They're trying to get Brunson the ball. Step back three. Oh, and he hit it. Oh, my, a 4-point game. Big shot. Big shot by Bridges. Yeah, Bippin, you're not wrong. Mobley has one of those every game. Harden for three. Way off. Off the back iron. Rebound by the Knicks. The Knicks can cut it to 2 or 1. Nope. Offensive foul is called on Cat. He whines. He's a whiner. Oh, that's an easy call right there. He's holding his arm. Come on. He's bigger than he is. My God. Just use your body, dude. Good tip in there by Allen. Good tip in there by Allen. A three, Anunoby. No, rebound by the Cavs. Yep, the Cat experience, exactly. That's why Minnesota got rid of him. Mobley, hard off the back iron, rebound to the Knicks. Brunson has it, gets it across the timeline. Gets doubled right away. Somebody almost an over and back there on Brunson. 3 ball. Bridges, got it! 3-point game. Look at Harden not even getting up the court. Harden standing back there waiting, wanting the ball. Mitchell's doing too much ISO, blocked by Towns. Out of bounds to the Knicks. Oh, my. Johnny, they might. They might still lose it. Oh, my God. Robbie, I know why you said that. My stream is behind. My ESPN app is not. A 3. And it gets the bounce. Tie game. Oh, my God. All right, no spoilers in the chats. Let me react in real time. Harden, step back, rims around and in. Folks, We had our fun last night. We're going to have our fun again tonight. I'm just going to tell you that right here and now. We're going to overtime, folks. We're going to overtime. Once again, James Harden holding the ball too damn long. No, nowhere close to last night. Nowhere close to last night. The Knicks come back. The Knicks come back. What's going on with Mike Brown? Why is he bent over? Anybody else see that, or was it just me? Something's going on with Mike Brown. Anybody else seen that? Seriously. I mean, Johnny, I wouldn't joke about that. Like, legit, there's something happening here. Oh, he wanted a timeout. Oh, he pulled something. He pulled something. That's what it was. He pulled something. All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. That's not being respectful, dude. Sorry, you're gone. You don't do that. You don't do that. I'll put up with joking around and stuff. That's just not cool, man. You just don't joke about stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know if it was an ankle. I don't know if it was a hamstring, what it was. But I saw him bent down grabbing at like his pants, like he was gasping, like not gasping for air, but just like he was out of breath, right? Groin, yeah, I mean it could have been. But he was screaming for a timeout. Right in front of the ref. And I'm sure the ref couldn't hear him. So this is as interesting as we're gonna have in the game. So I'm stunned by this. I'm loving every second of it. We got overtime again here. Five minutes to go. Maybe we'll get triple overtime. Like we had double last night. Look at the split screen here. He's yelling for a timeout right by the official. There should have been 0.8 of a second left. Yeah, he's limping. He's limping. He hurt himself bad. Yeah. Yeah, the official didn't catch that right there. And the official may not have hurt him. I mean, I don't think Chet can. I mean, it was pretty obvious, Tim. Nobody could guard Wemby last night. The only one that did a decent job was Caruso. And even then, I mean, Wemby still got 40 and 20 because it's such an incredible mismatch. I don't know if Oklahoma City has a guy that can guard him. Maybe Hartenstein, but I mean, they got to have somebody that can give up some fouls. I know. Oh, he tried to dunk it and he got fouled. I love the aggressive play though by Anunoby. Love that. Love that from him. Going right at Harden. Harden can't guard him. He was just a little far out. I mean, he can spread the floor. I mean, look, he's their. I mean, realistically, he's their second best option behind SGA. The problem is SGA likes to drive and dish, but also likes to get in the paint. And the fact that he didn't do that a whole lot last night because of the threat of Wembanyama, that shows you how valuable Wembanyama is. All right, Knicks have the lead. Yeah, I mean, I'll give credit where credit's due. Wembanyama last night showed why he is as deadly as he is. Harden again playing iso ball. Good help defense there by Cat Merrill for three. Misses it. No. 24-second violation. Oh, there's Patrick Ewing in the Garden. Yeah, I know, but I think defenses tend to. I mean, look, when you got a 7-footer that can shoot the three like Holmgren can, and averages 18 a game, oh my God, that's such horrible defense by Harden. What are you doing? Oh my God. Yeah, that pull-up three was incredible last night. That pull-up three was amazing by Wemby. 4-point lead for the Knicks. Mitchell, drop step, misses it, no good. Rebound, fought for and taken by Brunson. Brunson's got a little bit of help, but not much. Slow it down. Reset your offense. That's the way you do it. I would rather have. Oh, Harden got ankle. Oh, offensive foul on Brunson. Wow, what a call. What a call by the official. I will say this. That's an easy call. I would say I would rather have Chet right now just because of his age. Well, the Knicks do a nice job of setting the screen. That's the thing, Reagan. They're setting that screen up to where then at that point they're getting the matchup that they want. Cleveland isn't stopping it. Anunoby with the drive. Good, hard drive by OG Anunoby. That's what they've been missing from him. It's a 6-point game, 2:50 to go. No shot on the play. Good foul, I thought, by Bridges. I'm okay with that foul. I'm absolutely okay with that foul. Absolutely okay with it. I think it makes the most logical sense, to be honest with you. You're going to foul their worst free throw shooter. That's James Harden right now. Merrill's trying to get offense set. Nobody's moving without the ball. Harden for a three, like he does, misses it. Rebound to Anunoby. Brunson has no help, and he does the smart thing. He pulls it out, resets the offense. It takes more time off the clock. That's a basketball IQ right there. That's smart basketball. Now, the fact that they're not getting into their offense, though, Anunoby with the drive, knocked out of bounds, belongs to Cleveland. Look, right now, Cleveland's choked this away, guys. Let's be honest here. Mobley for the three. Misses it. No good. Rebound, fought for, taken by the Knicks. Out to Brunson. Cat has it, then Brunson. Three ball. Got it. Shamet with the three. Timeout, Cleveland. 9-point game. This has been, all of a sudden, it's like the Knicks flipped the switch defensively. And I think, honest to God, that's what happened. I think that's exactly what happened. With roughly 6 minutes to go in the game, they started playing the Thibodeau defense. They stopped trying to trap everything, which is Mike Brown, and they went back to playing man and rotational defense. And that's what set everything off. And now you've got the lead. You've got a 9-point lead, 1:48 to go in overtime. I mean, it's simple. In the NBA, defense still wins championships. Now, when you have a guy like Wembanyama that can do both, that's in and of itself a victory. And yes, look, Bippen, whether they win or lose, I think Harden's off the team, and I think you have a new coach next year. I think Cleveland's going to go into a rebuild mode. I'll be honest. I mean, that defense by Harden that they're showing right now on ESPN, of that whiff on Brunson. I mean, that was as poor of a defensive play as I've seen. I mean, that's just lazy defense. And then Mobley gets up in the air against Anunoby. No help from Allen, who lost his man, mind you. I mean, the Knicks have just come out firing because they got back to what's working. It's a confidence thing with them. I'm telling you right here now, with the Knicks, when their defense is on and they're playing the Thibodeau defense, it works. Good shot there by Cleveland. 110-104 by Strus. Timeout, Cleveland. Or timeout, New York. Now, the Knicks can't get complacent. Knicks cannot get complacent here. I mean, Reagan said it early. It's a game of runs, and he's right. It's absolutely a game of runs. But I will say this much. The first two games of the Western and Eastern Finals, I will say this much. I am very happy with how they are playing out right now. So far, we're seeing everything is been good. So Joe Cowley from the Chicago Sun-Times calls Kenny Atkinson, Kenny used car, blew a 22-point lead, should be fired before overtime starts. Karl Anthony Towns he calls Pussycat. Playing tonight, haven't seen him. So all right, here we go. Back to the overtime. I mean, you can't do any worse, Bippin. Brunson's got to move. They're so late getting into their offense. Oh, you got to help out. Good foul called on the floor on Merrill. Oh, that's an easy call. He pulled Anthony Towns. But again, Anthony Towns shouldn't be that easy to move. Yeah, it's the Green Bay Packers, 18-point lead, 15-point lead in the fourth quarter that decimated away. In this instance for the Cavs, it's 22. Foul on the floor, no shot. Another foul on Merrill. Kenny Atkinson said that's weak. That's so weak. Yeah, 22-point lead. 22-point lead, gone. Speaking of gone, if I may say this, the Chicago Cubs have lost 8 out of 10. They're now in second place in the NL Central behind the Milwaukee Brewers, who have come storming back. Something has to change in Chicago offensively because they've hit a rut. Oh, what a bad play by Strus. Not keeping an eye out. I don't know. I didn't even see him on the floor. That's a kicked ball violation. Oh, there he is. I see him now. Okay. He's guarding Shamet right now. Strus just wasn't paying attention. Know your surroundings. That was a great play by Bridges. Great play by Bridges. Yeah, Reagan, you're not wrong. And that's with 5 minutes to go in the fourth. Okay, maybe 6 minutes to go. I mean, we saw 22 go away. Oh my God, what a move by Brunson. Anunoby for 3. Aired it. Look, we've seen some really good play and we've seen some really bad play. Speaking of really bad play, James Harden with the drive tries a really bad pass. I mean, it's just bad basketball. Yeah, look, I've been saying it now for weeks. Harden is not a good player for your team. While he's gotten to the playoffs in games, guess what? He tends to try to take over games when it doesn't need to be taken over. And he's just a huge detriment to this Cavs team. I'm sorry, he is. I mean, look, people can hoot and holler all they want, but look, Harden, I'm sorry, if there's anybody that deserves to try to do something like that, tonight at least, it's Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got 29 points on 12 of 22 shooting. Harden is 5 of 16 for 15 points. There's no excuse for him doing that other than he's an old school, what we call ball hog, right? He's not going to give the ball up. And that's evident. That's James Harden to a T. He was like that in Oklahoma City. That's why Durant wanted to get the hell out of there. He was like that in Houston. That's why Houston wanted to get rid of him. Now he's in Cleveland doing the same thing to the Cavs. I mean, it's just not smart. It's just not good basketball. It's just not good basketball. I mean, KYP, know your personnel. And I guarantee you, Mitchell for the 3, way off. Out of bounds to the Knicks. I guarantee you, Kenny Atkinson is going to blame this on the officials. That's not the case at all. Zig, I don't. That's not the case at all, and you know it. If you watch this game up until about 6 minutes to go in the fourth, it was Whack-a-Mitch, and it was the Cavs fouling Mitchell Robinson, and they just started missing shots because the Knicks started employing the Thibodeau defensive set, and that's what caused the run. They were fouling Mitchell Robinson every time down the floor to get him on the line. And he was missing every single time down the line. And then what did Mike Brown finally do? He said, "You know what? Let's go back to that." Oh, it's a horrible game to lose. Awful. I mean, you're talking here. I mean, it's a 20. I mean, Jesus. It's I mean, rough and tough right now. They're up by 10. It's 11 now. It's what, a 33-point swing? They were up 22, and now they're down by 11. I mean, that's a huge swing. Brunson's going to just run this clock out. They would be smart to do so. The shot clock, there's a second difference between the two. The Knicks storm back, and Cleveland chokes away game 1. Yep, Monty, you're exact. I was just getting ready to say that. It's exactly how New York lost a year ago. The Knicks stormed back from down 22 in the fourth quarter. Oh my God. Okay, Zig. I look. I have to tell you the fact that it was working for Kenny Atkinson to foul Mitchell Robinson every time down there. Now you're telling me that Scott Foster rigged this game so they would lose by 22? Come on. Come at me with a better take, dude. Come at me with that. The bottom line is Cleveland choked the game away. James Harden, look, James Harden in game one, James Harden cost you that game. If there's one guy that you could point to on that team that cost you, it's James Harden. It's not Donovan Mitchell. James Harden had 6 turnovers in that game. James Harden didn't make his free throws. Jarrett Allen only got 7 rebounds. I mean, my God, Mobley had 14. Defense. I mean, James Harden on that whiff against Brunson, that right there, needs to be, under. It's bad defense. Duo Vera, Last Row Podcast, more like last to be selected for the playoffs. Nice. Come at me with something original, will you? Tanking for Boozer? Are you kidding me? Yeah, Monty, that's a great way of saying he chokes. It's a great way of saying he chokes. Yeah, I mean, look. Bottom line is Cleveland choked this one away. I'm sorry, they did. And look, Jalen Brunson went on the run. He is. He's very much a Robin. Absolutely, he's a Robin. That's a great call, Anthony. That's a great call on your part. He's absolutely a Robin. He is not the Batman. All right, we are going to cut off the recording here for the Last Row Podcast for the night. If you are with us on TikTok, stick around. We've got the OT coming up on TikTok Live. Big thanks to our friends at I Know a Guy Remodeling and Forever Finds Thrift. We will be back with you tomorrow night as we get you set for game number 2 between the Spurs and the Thunder. Can Wembanyama have another big night? We'll react to it live right here on the Last Row Podcast.